Game On Media is joined by JP Smith, who plays for the Toyota Free State Cheetahs. My name is Dan Lombard. JP, thanks for joining us. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. And yourself?
Can't complain, JP. Let's get right into it. You started your junior career with the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Why did you move to Bloemfontein?
Obviously, after Bulls, all my friends were there at the beginning of it. And, we sort of grew together, and the small group of people that I actually met after school was really the ones that grew onto me. And then I got to a stage where, you go from junior ranks to open rugby, and I think at that time in my life and in my rugby career, I needed a change. I needed some new breeding grounds. And obviously the Cheetahs were a very good place for me to get exposure. And I think, when I went there at first, I had a bit of a mindset that I was going to get a bit more game time. And, obviously at the stage, at the Bulls, there were a few Springbok scrum-offs like Hard and Rudy Page and Pete Van Zyl and all of those guys that I had to first get through. So I think it was just for my career, it was a much better decision. And also in my life as well, I also just needed to change and to go to Bloemfontein.
JP, describe for us your playing style. How do you approach the game as a scrum half?
I think my playing style is a slot. I look for opportunity, obviously, but also I think I'm a bit more tactical. I wanna like sum up the game, and I wanna play with my mind and not just go into doubt and just play. If I don't see something on. So obviously, I like to feed off the other team's mistakes as well. So if they make mistakes, then they must pay for it. And I think that's what I think I want to do. And also, I like the attacking rugby a lot more. I like to run with the ball and step. And so it's also a joy. And I think that's one of the reasons that I wanted to go to the Cheetahs. I wanted to just have a bit more freedom to just play what I'm used to and what I want to do.
JP, then it's pretty much safe to say that you model your way of playing over how the New Zealand scrum halves do. On a side note, just as we step away from the scheduled questions, who do you look up to in the scrum half world?
Well, in the scrum half world, I think Currie was a very clever player. He was very, very clever on the field, and I think he could play the tactical game and he could play the attacking game. So I think Currie used to be and he's still one of the best players, or regarded as one of the best players in the world. But obviously at the moment, I think Conor Murray is also he's in the same position that Currie was. He can play the tactical game like we saw against South Africa in the outgoing tour now. But he can also play the attacking game. He's a very good scrum, and he's very snappy around the rucks. He might not be as quick and all that, but I mean, when he does something around the rucks, the other team knows that he's doing it. So I think Conor Murray is obviously, he's for me, is also one of the better scrum halves in the world at the moment, if not the best.
You have worked closely with Franco Smith at the Toyota Free State Cheetahs. What are your thoughts on him?
I think he's a very good coach. I think he's very clever, and he's very exciting in trying to approach new ways and, trying to change South Africa's rugby, which is very, very exciting for all the players at the Cheetahs. And obviously now with him being at the box, all of my mates, all of them also, they only give good feedback about him. And I think also, just the way that he tries to approach his rugby is a lot more in a way that it's much more attacking. It's what the people want to see, and it's what the players want to play for. So I think he's a very good coach. He's obviously not at the Cheetahs anymore, but yeah, he taught me a lot, and also he opened my mind to a lot of new things that I adapted to as a scrum half.
JP, how has the union dealt with losing its Super Rugby status and then moving on into the Pro 14?
Yeah, I think in the beginning everyone was they got into a panic state, and I think, most of the players said, they want to move from the union because, they don't play Super Rugby anymore, and Super Rugby is the main tournament that South Africans want to play in. But I think once this tournament started, their eyes got opened a bit, and they didn't expect it to be as nice as it is at the moment. You know, everyone thought that it's going to be hard physical rugby. Yes, it is, but I mean, when you play at home and you play in South Africa, you can still play the brand of rugby that you want to play. And even I think, you know, with playing other teams in the league, and you're playing against other players, and not the same teams and not the same players. Like, you know, all New Zealand rugby or New Zealand teams, they basically play the same rugby. And I think in the Northern Hemisphere, fair to say that, you know, you never know what you're going to get there. Like, it's a different band of rugby as well. And I think it's a lot more technical as well. But the guys are enjoying it, and the travel times are a lot better. So, you know, you don't lose a few days with traveling and jet lag and players not being able to sleep for a while. So, I mean, it's easy to fly in 1 week and then fly out next week, and then next week you're back into training in Bloemfontein, and, you know, you're ready for the next game.
Talk us through your 2017 season, which included your Currie Cup debut.
Yeah, I think it got off to a slow start. Obviously, I didn't get my Super Rugby cap like I was expecting, but, you know, it was a good learning experience for me as well. And I think, you know, Bloemfontein it was hard to move from Pretoria to Bloemfontein, but once I got into the swing of things and I started playing, I played in the Super Sport Challenge Cup, and then I went on to make my debut in the Currie Cup, and, you know, it was special actually to make my debut at Loftus against the Bulls and against all my mates and all that. So, you know, it sort of started where it all started. You know, my first Currie Cup cap and all that. So, yeah, I think the 2017 season was a rough journey, but I mean, you know, you never know what to expect as a rugby player, and I think just got to keep in it and keep going forward and keep, you know, putting the bad years behind you and the good years behind you as well. So, yeah.
JP Esbeendorf, what are your rugby aspirations?
I want to leave a legacy behind. You know, I want the people to obviously not know who I am, but I mean, I want them to acknowledge my story, and I want them to acknowledge my career, and I want them to see that what my legacy is about. And I think the most important thing for me is having an influence in the people that are around me, and also, you know, having an influence in people's lives, in different people's lives, and making a difference as well. And I think I want people to know as well that obviously, like, God is a big part of my life, and I think I want to inspire people, and just to you know, to use the vehicle that I've got and use the stage that I've got, you know, by playing rugby, and just to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. And obviously, you know, I want to play at the highest level possible. And, you know, it's never. I'm still young, so, you know, I've got lots of rugby still ahead of me, and I've got lots of places to go, and you know, there's lots of things that I still want to achieve. But I think at the end of the day, you need to take it step by step, and you need to work hard, and every day just make it better and better, and then obviously you'll get out at the top, and that's where I want to get out.
JP, Game On Media wants to take this opportunity to thank you so much for spending some time with us. We know the rugby players in South Africa are on holiday, so we appreciate you chatting to us, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavours.
Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate it.